Boom. Welcome back, folks. I am John Najarian, and this is 3 at 3. Shameless plug there for the Rebel Edge, which also comes your way at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But this is 3 at 3. And 3 at 3, you know what that means. We're going to bring you unusual activity. The calls and puts that were bought in big numbers on the offer. And why would somebody do that? Well, it's a leveraged bet to the upside with calls or to the downside with puts. And again, I have examples for you. Here's where we stood just minutes ago. The Dow was up 600 points, S&P higher by 99 points, and the NASDAQ looked like about a 3.4% gain, some 353 points. Bang. That feels good after a lot of those hits we've been taking on the broad portfolio, doesn't it? All right, let's dive into Beyond Meat because last week we told you about this one, BYND, and we said, you know what? They have some problems with Beyond Meat. And they were buying the April 14 puts. Now, these puts expire this Friday. I have now taken off about 75, maybe 80% of this call spread that I had. And I intend on locking the rest up if we get a down day tomorrow for Beyond Meat. Why? Well, take a look where it was when we first got into it just days ago, $14.95 or something like that. So call it 15 bucks. And now trading all the way down this morning to $13.19. You can see it there on the arrow that I've highlighted. Well, that means that those puts really went deep in the money, at least for a $14 stock, deep in the money, because those puts that they were purchasing for 64 cents went to probably double that on that bit of a decline that we've seen since then. So bang, that's the first of the look back that we'll do today. And as far as looking forward, we've got Gene Munster joining us for the Rebellion Roundtable tonight. That's Monday the 17th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, which is, of course, right at the market close. Gene Munster will be joining us. You can join us as well and even pose questions to Mr. Gene Munster of Loop Capital. You can do that by registering now. If you register, you'll be part of the live broadcast if you choose to be. And either way, you'll get a copy of the broadcast so you can watch it again later or any day of your choosing. We will record the roundtable and shoot them up to you. The only way you can get all that is to register. So please register. It is free. All right. Now we'll talk about some new unusual activity, beginning with Canopy Growth. Canopy Growth CGC, it's $2.66. Yeah, that's cheap. But they bought 6,500 of the 250 calls. They're worth, guess how much? 16 cents. They're trading for more than that, of course, because you've got all week for these calls to fall out of the money or go considerably higher. And if you spend some money and buy calls instead of buying the stock, you'd have a leveraged bet to the upside. And that's exactly what somebody who is probably an institutional sized trader decided to do in CGC. So we joined them, long CGC. How about this one, KWEB? Look at how far out that is into the future, all the way out, call it 7 months or so into the future. KWEB is big Chinese internet ETF, meaning it tracks those stocks in that space, the internet space, the Chinese stocks that would fit that bill. And they bought 5,000 of the 34 calls, and they bought those folks with the stock trading at 23. So that's an 11-point jump between now and May. Well, as you've already been hearing, if you've been listening to the news, Xi Jinping is going to be the most powerful leader in China modern history. He just got his third term, it seems. And in all likelihood, many of these stocks that China has kind of had their boot on their neck, well, they're about to take that boot off, we think. And a lot of people believe that. And thus the upside call buying in KWEB, KWEB. There's our Rebel Edge program. You can sign up on YouTube for free. You could become a subscriber. You just go to YouTube and in the search bar up on top, type Rebel Edge, or you could type Market Rebellion, click subscribe, boom, you're right there with us and you get all those episodes for free. 2,900 plus videos on that site, our YouTube channel. YouTube has been a great partner with us, and we appreciate it if you decide to subscribe, which is free, that you also click the notifications, because that way you won't miss anything, whether it's the Rebel Edge, 3 at 3, Pete's the Take, any of our videos, they all exist there. Lastly, here's another meme shot, and it's a shot for this week because they're the October 650 calls in AMC. They bought a lot of those calls, 18,000's 1.8 million share equivalent. So call it about a $12 million potential trade, because if they have nearly 2 million shares of a $6 stock, that's where I'm getting the $12 million worth. And they control it only for 4 more days. So if something pops in the memes and it goes higher over the next 4 days, those calls, which are just out of the money, could go deep in the money fast. So that's what somebody's betting on. That's why they would buy so many of those upside calls. Bang. That's going to do it for us, folks. I am John Najarian, encouraging you to check out marketrebellion.com/get started. Learning, meaning from your iPad, from your PC, from your Mac, you can follow right along and learn. And all of it is at your preferred time, because if you're doing the distance learning, you can log on anytime to learn about calls, puts, spreads, and the like. Just go to marketrebellion.com/get started. Well, that's going to do it for me, folks. I hope you have a great day. Boom. On my way out to San Francisco for a conversation with a big family office, and then on up into Napa for a big conference going on up there for Web3 media and entertainment. I'll see you then. Bang.